Good day, everyone. This morning, we're going to discuss about the financial literacy. And under the financial literacy, there are financial planning, goal setting and valuing, budgeting, spending and investing, savings and banking, avoiding financial scams, insurance and taxes, and lastly, the tips on being financially stable. The objective of this discussion is that to have a better understanding in order for us to be more aware in financial literacy and to help the learners to become literate about it, and most importantly, help the learners to be more wise and knowledgeable about this course and also to know what are the components in it. So let's begin our discussion. First, we're going to identify what is financial literacy. So financial literacy is the ability to understand and effectively use various financial skills, including personal financial management, budgeting, and investing. So financial literacy, it is also the ability of understanding of that person to handle financial, especially financials, and how to manage it. It also aims to budget the money and also to invest. So financial literacy also is the foundation of your relationship with money. It is a lifelong journey of learning. Financial literacy, of course, it is a financial lifelong journey because it is a process on how we spend, on how we invest our money, on how we budget it, and also it is the relationship, the person and his or her money. When setting a goal, try to think in terms of something to move towards. Goal setting is a process that starts with carefully considerations of what you want to achieve and ends with a lot of hard work actually to do it. Of course, if we have the plan, we have determination to do it. We have the ability or the eagerness to achieve that plan. So it is very important that all people have the ability to plan, especially in finances. In order for that, we are have the ability to be financially literate. So the example of that is that having life goals can include buying home, saving for your child education, or planning for retirement. So it is a good goal for us if we have the insight that instead we buy worldly materials. We need to invest. We need to save, especially to our futures. And the future, of course, we have the children. So the first thing that we need to do is to plan properly what we are going to do to our money. So let's move on to the second one. The second is budgeting, spending, and investing. So what it is? It is the process of creating a plan to spend your money. This spending plan is called a budget, and also by creating the spending plan allows you to determine in advance whether you will have enough money to do things you need to do or would you like to do. Budgeting is simply balancing your expenses with your income. So budgeting means it is the ability of that person to balance his or her expenses with his income or in your income. For example, you are a working student and you have many priorities in life, including your family. You are the one that support to your family needs. So what you are going to do is to make a plan on how you will spend your money. You will budget your money so that it will be enough. So by budgeting, to it will help you to be more wise, or so that your money will be definitely comes in a right path, or something, that money is enough because you budgeted well. The next one is investing. Investing means to allocate your money with the expectation of positive benefit or return in the future. Owning an asset or an item with the goal of generating income from the investment or the appreciation of your investment, which is an increase in the value of asset over a period of time. So of course, our parents invest. So the investment is that this is a plan or a preparation to our future. If we invest, of course, there are there are return, a big reward or something, a return in the future.
One is the savings and banking. From the word savings, savings refers to money that a person has left over after they subtract of their consumer spending from their disposable income over a given time period. Therefore, it represents a surplus of funds for an individual or household after all expenses and obligations have been paid. Why is saving is important? Saving gives you the peace of mind, teaches you to distinguish between needs and wants, foster good money management habits, and most importantly, it helps you to achieve your goals in the future. For example, buying a pair of shoes, but you want to have a savings, so you choose a small amount for you to have a savings in your money. So let's proceed to banking. Banking is an industry that handles cash, credit, and other financial transactions. It provides a safe place to store extra cash and credit. There are 5 types of banking: group banking, chain banking, branch banking, unit banking, mixed banking. The term of banking defined as accepting of deposit of money. So let's analyze the 5 types of banking. The first one is the group banking, a plan offered by banks and designed to be used by group rather than by group individual. A common example of this is the company plan offered to employees. Usually, the bank will offer incentives such as discounts, lower fees, and interest rates, as well as other benefits will not be available individual customers. Second is the chain banking. Conceptually, chain banking refers to a form of bank governance that occurs when a small group of people control at least 3 banks that are independently chartered. Usually, the controlling parties are majority shareholders or the reeds of interlocking directorates. So the third types of banking is mixed banking. It is a system of banking where a combined both deposit banking as well as investment banking. So I think the other words of this is the bank will provide short-term loans for commerce and the trade and long-term finance for industrial units. Number 4 is the unit banking. Banking systems encourage either small independent banks or banks that are theoretically independent but are owned by a bank holding company. The other one is branch banking. It refers to a single bank that operates through various branches in a city or different location or out of the cities. It offers a wide array of face-to-face services to its customers. The second topic is avoiding financial scams. So first is never share your one-time password. So do not share your one-time password with anyone under any circumstances. It is our privacy, so don't share your password into any other people. Second is never wire money to a stranger. So at some point or another, we probably receive an odd message to a stranger begging or asking for some money. We should be aware of that and don't mind them. Donate to known charities. So there are some bogus charities nowadays is asking for help without a proper information. We should have first to know the proper information so that we can donate to known charities and we can help the people who want a needs.
So let's continue. Insurance and taxes. Insurance is a contract presented with a policy in which an individual or entity receives financial protections or reimbursement against losses from an insurance company. The company pulls clients' risk to make payments more affordable for the insured. Insurance policies are used to hedge against the risk of financial losses, both big and small, that may result from damage to the insurer's of her priority or from liability for damage of or injury. It means we are insured because this is the policy that hedge against the rise of financial losses. So as I said earlier, both big or small losses, they have their own way to protect or to reimburse us. If we invest, of course, there is an insurance, so we don't need to worry. The last one is the tips on being financially stable. So there are 5 steps on what we are going to do to be a financially stable. So the first one is we must read about personal finances. The second one is evaluate your expenses and live frugally. The third one is keep your family secure. Fourth one is pay bills immediately or automatically. The last one is invest in your future. Read about personal finances. The more you educate yourself, the better your finances will be. Evaluate your expenses and live frugally. If you never track your expenses, try the 1-month challenge. Then evaluate how you're spending your money and see what you can cut out or reduce. Decide if each expenses is absolutely necessary, then eliminate the unnecessary. Keep your family secure. The first step is to save for an emergency fund so that if anything happens, you've got the money. If you have a spouse and or dependents, you should definitely get life insurance and make a will as soon as possible. Also, research other insurance such as homeowners or renters. Pay bills immediately or automatically. One's good habit is to pay bills as soon as they come in. Also, as much as possible, try to get your bills to be paid through automatic deduction. For those that can't, use bank's online check system to make regular automatic payments. This way, all of your regular expenses in your budget are taken care of. Invest in your future. If you're young, you probably don't think about retirement much, but it's important. Even if you think you can always plan for retirement later, do it now. That's all for today's discussion. I hope you learned something new, and I hope that all of that topic that we've discussed earlier, we must put it in our mind, especially in our hearts, so that we can apply it in our everyday living. Thank you for watching, and also God bless us all.